It's your boy RAYMOND, but you can call me Ray 3 Beats, and this is the Hood Adjacent Podcast. This is a podcast for people who didn't let their environment define themselves, for people that have broken boundaries and generational curses, but never forgot where they came from. The Hood Adjacent Podcast starts now.
What's going on, everybody? You are tuned in to season 2 of the Hood Adjacent Podcast. It's your boy RAYMOND, but you can call me Ray 3 Beats. As you can see, boy, I'm excited. We are back, season 2. I know y'all have been asking. Where I've been at, what's been going on, man. I'll break that down for y'all real quick. What's going on with me, man? I'm not gonna lie. By the end of 2025, man, it got rough. It got really rough for me. It got rough for my family. We've had death in the family. Um, Rest in heaven. My grandma Alice. Unfortunately, she passed away. The end of 2025. So it's been a little rough for everybody. A lot of sickness has been going on. I know I've been down at least twice. I'm I'm gonna keep it a bean. I've been down with like sickness at least twice throughout this uh throughout this season, and I've been having to do a lot of soul searching for myself. So like I had to take a step back from the podcast just because mental health matters. You know what I'm saying? And my mental health was going down the toilet. Like, I ain't gonna hold you. My mental health was getting pretty bad. So I had to like analyze myself and take a step back and try and get, you know, help for me mentally. So y'all should be proud of me actually, because your boy is now in therapy. Your boy is now in therapy. He's trying to, you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to get like some of this past trauma and stuff like that off of me, off of my back. And also, I'm doing this to, show an example to, our brothers. Not only black men, but men of all different races. That it's okay to, go to therapy, try and find yourself, try and help yourself out. Because let's be real. Let's be real. Us as men, we don't do that. Like if you show in the past shows that we don't do that. We try and bottle stuff in, be like, oh yeah, we tough. You know what I'm saying? But in all actuality, working on your mental health is just as essential and as important as like working on your physical health. You know what I'm saying? I know as a man, and this is just me, and y'all can see it. Your boy's been in the gym and working on my physical health. But the one thing I haven't been working on is my mental health. My mental health was shot. My mental health was shot for a little bit, but I really needed to do some soul searching, because without like being able to talk to somebody, I was kind of lashing out on other people. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to find other forms or other methods to like cope and handle my situation, and it wasn't working. I'm gonna be real with you. That crap was not working for me at all, because I was just making it worse to the point where I would blow up towards people. And y'all know me. I'm a very friendly person. I'm a little bit of an introvert, a little bit of an extrovert, like just in the middle. You know what I'm saying? So if you see, and I'm never like too like I'm never too angry. I'm never too sad. I keep a balance. But that balance was starting to do one of these. Like it was starting to waver a little bit. So that's when I figured out that I needed therapy. I needed to talk to somebody and get some of this trauma off my chest. And this is like what I'm trying to this is what I'm trying to tell y'all. You know what I'm saying? It is okay, especially men. I know women, y'all do it. Kudos to y'all. Especially black women. Matter of fact, happy Black History Month, brother Nim. But Women already do that. Women already go to therapy, which is amazing. This is an amazing thing. We need to go to therapy ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Not and I'm not just saying black folks. I'm saying all men. All men. I'm not just saying black men. I'm saying all men. I want y'all to get that on the record. All men need to go to therapy. We need to work on not only we need to work on our mental health just as much as we work on our physical health. That's going to help us. That's going to help us in the end. Not only is it going to help us better ourselves, but it will help us get focused on the goals that we needed to accomplish. Because being in therapy made me realize, like, bro, I have all the tools to be successful. I have all the tools that I need to do what I need to do. Provided, yes, there's some stuff going on with like inflation, government stuff like that, which is a whole nother thing in itself. But with the stuff that I can, but with the stuff that I can handle, I had to analyze. I had to show myself that like I can do this, and I can't squander I can't squander what I have right now. This is an opportunity, and that's one thing that we don't us as men we don't do. Like when we go through stuff, we either throw ourselves into our job or we kind of I don't know, we kind of soak. We kind of like are off to ourselves. And for me, that's what I was doing. And I couldn't do that because me being by myself, I was squandering the opportunity that I have with this podcast. I was squandering the opportunity that I have with my media company. Y'all know I do audio, video, graphic design, music, stuff like that. And I just stopped. Gee, I'm not I'm dead serious. I stopped because of my mental health. And I had to get that in order. And that's what I'm portraying to y'all. Y'all need to get we need to get our mental health in order. Our mental health is extremely important, guys. I ain't gonna lie. We the highest suicide rate. We got to get it together, bro. We got to and not only get it together, but hold ourselves accountable. We have to make sure if you know your homeboy is going through some stuff, check up on the man, bro. It's that easy. Check up on your boy. And it's always the funny nigga. It's always the funny nigga that's dealing with certain hurt and certain trauma. I know he laughs all the time, but my boy needs help too. Mental health matters. Check on your funny check on your funny homeboy. Check on your homeboy that's always laughing and always smiling because deep down he might be going through something. He might be going through something. So check on your homeboy. Pray for your home if you believe in God, because I know I do. I believe in my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. If you believe in God, pray for him. If you don't, check on your boy too. You know what I'm saying? You got it's one of those things we got to as men we got to hold each other accountable. And speaking of holding each other accountable, that brings me to my first topic, bro. My first topic, guys, men, I love y'all. But we got to talk about something. I was just talking about holding each other accountable, right? So as men, we got to hold each other accountable for not only our mental health, but the bullish that we do on to other people. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's going on specifically in my city and around my city, but it is a lot of creeps out here, my guy. It's a lot of creeps out here, G. It's I don't think it didn't hit national news or anything. I wouldn't expect it to hit national news, but I've been seeing so much of it that it needs to be said. Men, we need to stop being creeps and we need to stop being predatorial. There has been not one, not two, but three different instances in my city of men in higher power being absolute creeps. Two was a teacher, one was a pastor. These are people that we need to trust. And we cannot have that trust if we being a creep. We cannot. So I'm gonna break this down for y'all. There was a teacher at a high school here. not a teacher. It was a coach at a high school here that just recently went to jail for soliciting a minor. Not only soliciting a minor, but soliciting a minor at the school that he was at. Like, bro, you people are supposed to trust you. As a man, we are important in these schools. You feel me? We are important in these schools. So why the hell are you trying to deal with somebody half your god doggone age? That's wild. That's creepy. You're weird. You're weird. Like I can't. There's no other way to say it. You're weird. Same with the. There was another instance where a pastor was grooming a younger person. You're weird. Like and for me being a pastor's kid, I think that's much worse. That's worse because people are looking at you. People are looking at you for guidance. People are looking at you to get their lives better. And you're taking them on a totally different path. You're not even like, you're not even living the word that you're talking about, bro. Like, you're weird. You're a creep. Stop being creeps out here, bro. We have, and also as men, like I said, hold each other accountable. If you see something, nigga, say something. Like, I'm not gonna hold you. Like, if you see something, you say something, or or you just leave that person be. Like, we don't want that. Like, distance yourself from that person. Let somebody know, but distance yourself from that person. I had a friend that was like that. I worked at a job where the dude, and he was my homeboy. He was my homeboy for a long time, and he said something so creepy that it made me be like, "Whoa! Like, you wilding." Like, we work with kids, bro. Like, we work with kids, and you can't be saying, we work with high schoolers. You can't be saying stuff like that. You're weird. And I'm glad you don't work there no more. I'm so glad you got fired. I'm sorry, bro. But I'm so glad you got fired because you're not a person. You're not that one of those people that people can trust. Brothers, we gotta hold each other accountable. If a man's being a creep, call that nigga out. Call that, as a man, call that nigga out. We cannot sympathize. We can't sympathize with niggas like that. We can't sympathize with people like that because at the end of the day, they're gonna keep doing it if you don't say anything. They're gonna keep doing it if you did it. Like, if you just let it slide. As a man, we can't let that slide because what if it was your daughter? What if it was your daughter? I'm serious. Like, bro, us as men, we have to hold each other accountable for things like this. And this is one of the whole reasons why Me Too movement happened. This is the whole reason why certain things are happening in the world today. We let it slide. I mean, heck, look at the look at the White House, look at them files. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're letting stuff slide. We cannot let things like this slide, bro. Like, kids are being affected by this, and we can't let this go. Whether it's in your school, whether it's in your neighborhood, whether it's whether it's in the White House, because we know what's going on. We know what's going on. And I'm not making this political. I'm not making this political. It's a right and a wrong thing. And certain things that are happening is wrong. So as men, we need to hold each other accountable for these type of actions. If you see something, say something. I'm just saying. We ain't redacting nothing. I almost cussed. We ain't redacting nothing. We need to put this out on the forefront. Like, hey, this guy, that nigga weird. Like, we have to talk. We have to say that. We have to. Because at the end of the day, we need to take care of these kids. We need to protect these kids. I don't know about you, but if I seen one of my kids dealing with something like that, I'm fighting a nigga. Like, I'm not even a fighter like that. But touch one of my kids if you want to. I mean, I'm not even talking about my biological kids. I'm talking about the kids that I help at the schools and stuff like that. Touch one of them if you want to. Hey, I'm just letting you know. And I know it's a lot of men. I know it's a lot of men that agree with me with this. So, like, those men, and I'm talking specifically to y'all, make sure if you see some bull stuff like that, say something, bro. We need to protect our kids. We are one of the most important people in a child's life. A man is one of the most important people in a child's life. So we need, as men, to hold each other accountable. None of this red pill BS. None of this, oh, I didn't see anything BS. We not finna do that. We not finna do that. We have to, as a man, we are protectors and we need to protect our kids from things like this. I'm going off on a tangent, bro. I'm sorry. So, like, I mean, but I'm just so adamant about it. And in all honesty, we need to hold ourselves accountable. Now, before I start with the next segment, because woo, I got hot. We're gonna take a quick commercial break. Let's get it. Let's go pay some bills.
Tired of stressing over merch and branding? GCC is your virtual warehouse, your one-stop shop for small business needs. Design it, send it, and pick it up in just 3 to 5 business days. For custom shirts to print on demand, embroidery, and more, we've got you covered. At G's Creative Creation, quality is what we deliver. Learn more at gscreativecreation.com.
All right, y'all, we back. So we on to our next topic. Our next topic, I named this topic on Black History Month. Bro, there's a lot of stuff that's been going on this February, bro, on Black History Month. And I know we gotta discuss it. We we gotta discuss it. We done ICE has been doing some wild stuff in Minnesota for people towards people. ICE has been doing crazy things in Minnesota towards people. We have the person that's supposed to be in charge of America doing some wild guerrilla tweets. I don't understand. Did y'all see this? Like, our president on what's it, a Truth Social, like his own social media, made they made an AI video. Well, his people made an AI video of, I guess it was satire of like Lion King or something like that. And he made Barack Obama and Michelle Obama gorillas. Not only did they make them gorillas, they tried to like spin it like, oh, it's not that bad. It's not what y'all think it is. Let me explain why it is that bad. Let me explain why this doesn't this ain't looking good for you, my guy. I'm gonna explain this. First off, if you want to talk about Lion King, because Lion King is one of my favorite movies. I would say top 3 favorite movies. With Lion King, and I watched this whole video. With Lion King, who was the protagonist in Lion King? Simba, right? So they made Donald Trump the lion, like Simba, quote unquote. Simba, quote unquote. So if he's the protagonist, who is the antagonist in the Lion King movie? Scar and the hyenas, right? In any of the movie, was there ever a gorilla in the movie of Lion King? Yeah, what y'all didn't hold weight, did it? Like that, now can you see how that could be perceived as racist? You and I'm not trying to, like I said, I'm not. This isn't a political thing. This is this is bad versus good. This ain't even political. I have friends that are Republicans, and I still fools with them. They cool peoples. They actually really good people. But this, brother, like, look, as a cabinet, y'all have to do better, because outside looking in, it might not look bad to y'all because y'all don't get affected by this, but it looks terrible to us. Everything that's been going on has looked terrible towards us. If you think about it, we like the whole the ICE raids, the everything he's been saying, everything he's been doing when it comes to ICE, when it comes to immigration laws, and when it comes to also voting restrictions. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot that's been that it outside looking in, it don't look good. Like trying to gerrymander certain states like Texas and stuff like that. It doesn't look good, bro. It don't look good. And if you're trying to like if people are trying to tell me that like this cabinet doesn't have a bit of like no prejudice at all, you would be lying to me because it don't look it. Look at all the stuff that it doesn't look good, bro. It looks like everything that's been going on has only been targeted to a certain group of people. And in my opinion, I think that's wrong. And another thing too, I know it's not all the people on the right that's doing that. It is a certain group. I'm not putting people on the right, all the people on the right in this group because they're not. That a good portion of them are not like that. But there's a portion that is exactly like that. And you know who I'm talking about. You know exactly who I'm talking about. People that wear them red hats, my boy. It doesn't look good as a president. It just doesn't look good. And then covering stuff up, my guy, it don't look good. It don't. And this is the whole thing about holding people accountable. Bro, we gotta hold the people that are in charge accountable. We can't just let it slide like, oh, it was just nothing. No, we can't do that, bro. Like everything that's been going on with when it comes to inflation, when it comes to gerrymandering, when it comes to ICE, when it comes to immigration, things like that, we gotta hold who is in charge accountable because he's the one at the end of the day that says, okay, let's do it. It's why his approval rating is in the toilet. Like, and then not only that, when it comes to holding your people accountable, when you see something that totally goes against your morals and you let it slide, like, okay, well, I don't really like this, but we're gonna let it go. That's not holding them accountable. That's not holding people accountable. It's not at all. And that's why I'm pushing this. That's why I'm pushing this so hard right now because us as people, when we see something you don't like, you got to make a conscious effort or a conscious decision like, hey, my guy, this ain't, reel that back in because it's not, it ain't no good, man. And all of this on Black History Month, like, come on, bro. Come on now. And then like just the Black History Month this week, this year has been in shambles. And there's been a person that just been getting on my nerves this Black History Month. I'm not gonna lie. Every time I see her at this point, she just makes me hecka upset because I used to be a fan, man. And that's Nicki Minaj. Nicki, what are you doing? Like, what? I I don't know how to like. I don't know how to take her right now because she is going on certain platforms like that are completely against like what her fans or what her people stand for. You know what I mean? Like why are you going to Turning Point US like your fans aren't there. Like I'm very confused about what she's doing. She's doing very Kanye-esque stuff and I'm just like, "Oh, okay, Nikki, whatever." And then I think what makes it worse is she's trying to be a part of office. She's trying to be a part of politics. Lady, let's not forget who you are, Nikki. Like, I don't think you should go into politics. I don't think this is going to be a good look for you. First off, because the people that you're aligning yourself with, like, hate to say it, they use women as scapegoats. Look at Pam Bondi. I'm just saying. Hey, don't shoot the messenger, but I'm just saying, Nikki, I don't think it's a good look for you, my girl. Like, and like I said, and you love your music. Your music is great. What you're doing right now is very confusing to your fans. It is very confusing, and I mean, to each his own. If you support it, you support it. I mean, that's your decision that's your decision as an American. But woo, woo, you lady, you are nah. Black History Month is in shambles. Oh, another reason why Black History Month is in shambles. Rest in peace, Reverend Jesse Jackson. Man, he was a pivotal part of the civil rights movement. He marched with Dr. King. He was a vital part of um, helping with the community of Chicago and stuff like that. Man, we lost one, bro. We lost one. Yeah. In my opinion, he was one of the biggest roles in the civil rights movement, along with John Lewis, along with MLK, along with Malcolm X. Like, you can't discredit the man for that. Another thing that I've noticed too, living in Illinois, like living in the state of Illinois, the man was very accessible, because as soon as the man passed away, it was so many people that I know that I'm like friends with on Instagram and Facebook that like met the man. Like the man was easily accessible too. Like that's one thing that I do like about certain activists and certain leaders. If you want to be a leader, you need to be accessible to your people. And he definitely was that. I ain't gonna hold you. So R.I.P. to Reverend Jesse Jackson. He taught people that you are somebody. You know what I'm saying? So my prayers and condolences to the Jackson family. Man, like I said, this Black History Month has been wilding. It's been wilding. I mean, Black History Month did give us some positive things. And one positive thing that they gave us is a new album from your boy J. Cole. I have been waiting. If y'all know me, y'all know that I'm a huge J. Cole fan. I'm a huge, my three. Y'all know my top three: Kendrick, Cole, Wayne. Y'all know my three. Y'all know my three. Number four is probably Chance. Chance is number four. He solidified himself as number four for me. So y'all know me. So when that man dropped the Fall Off, I was seeing like mixed reviews of this album, like, which leads me to believe. Well, when I saw the mixed reviews, I didn't listen to the album yet. So I finally got to listen to the album. I thought the album was great. I really thought the album was great. Provided I might like the off season a little bit better. I know it ain't touching Forest Hills Drive. Forest Hill Drive is number one for me. Like, straight like that. Forest Hill Drive is possibly one, like, I would say the best album he's dropped. You can say Dollar in a Dream. I can get it. I get that. You could say what was it? Born Center. You could say that too. But in my opinion, Forest Hill Drive was the best. So I digress. When I'm talking about J. Cole, talking about his album, one thing that I've started to notice is people nowadays aren't really fans of like a conscious rapper. You know what I'm saying? If they're saying, it's one of those things where I don't know if the times has changed or anything like that, but it's one of those things where if a rapper has too many elaborate words, people just tune out. And I don't get do, y'all don't like getting challenged, like, mentally? Y'all don't like getting challenged mentally? Like, what's the deal with y'all not liking like certain conscious rappers? I get it. There's certain conscious rappers that are a little bit head ass. I'm not. Truth be told, there's a few of them. There's a few of them that are too conscious and they're absolute but but J Cole ain't one of them. J Cole has a even healthy mixture of conscious and like a little bit of that grungy hip hop. You know what I'm saying? And I think what resonates with me the most is the fact that like he explains like that he didn't grow up super duper bad. In all honesty, he grew up like a lot of the people that watch this that watch this podcast grew up. Hood adjacent. He was a little bit like that. He wasn't in the projects and nothing like that, but he was close enough to it that it affected him and his life. Like it's one of those things. And to me, I don't see why people like, especially people that grew up like how we grew up, can't understand that type of rap, that type of conscious rap, which is I don't know, which is crazy. There's one song on the album, and I cannot remember the song's name, but he was doing a kind of like a rap monologue of like a friend of Cole that wanted J. Cole to come visit back to Fayetteville, North Carolina. And I thought that was pretty powerful because there's a lot of people that like there's a lot of people, especially like rappers, famous rappers, that like after they get a certain way, they don't come back to where they came from ever. Like it's one thing just not living there. I get it, but like not coming back ever is a little nuts. You know what I'm saying? It's a little crazy. So I just I don't know. For me, Forest Hill Drive, I mean not Forest Hill Drive, the Fall Off was real good. A lot of songs. It was a lot of songs. I'm not gonna lie to you. And you get a plethora of songs. I know there was a song that was it was a little different, but I liked it. It was called 2-6. It was I think it was like the second song on the album. It was kind of tough. I'm not gonna hold you. It was kind of tough. He has one with Tim's, one with Future. Like he really has like the man is that. I there's no other way to put it. The man is really that. He's really him. But anyway, I digress. If you haven't listened to the album, please listen to the album. That album, tough. Tough. I'm saying. I'm just letting y'all know. But anyway, we're gonna pay some more bills and I will get back to you in a bit.
Tired of stressing over merch and branding? GCC is your virtual warehouse, your one-stop shop for small business needs. Design it, send it, and pick it up in just 3 to 5 business days. For custom shirts to print on demand, embroidery, and more, we've got you covered. At G's Creative Creation, quality is what we deliver. Learn more at gscreativecreation.com.
And we back, y'all. We on to our very last topic. I know we was talking a little bit about music, talking a little bit about hip hop, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know I'm a hip hop head, bro. But another thing that I love is R&B. You know I love me a little R&B. Ain't nothing wrong with that, you know what I'm saying? So, we got to talk about it, bro. We got to talk about it cuz she just dropped the album. She just dropped the Tiny Desk. You know who I'm talking about. Miss Jill Scott herself. Man, listen. Jill Scott is a different breed of woman. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. People don't understand, like, Jill Scott's music is made for, like, certain people. You know what I'm saying? Jill Scott ain't made for kids. I keeping it a bean. Jill Scott's music is not made for kids. Jill Scott's music is not even for early 20s. You know what I'm saying? It's for the grown folk. I've noticed that. One thing that I've noticed about Jill Scott's music, it is made for strictly grown folk. If you not grown, if you not like over 30, with kids, I don't think you would. I don't think you would understand Jill Scott's music. Jill Scott's Jill Scott's way of doing R&B is a lot different. It's like it's very sexy auntie music. You know what I'm saying? And there ain't no wrong. I love it. It is grown woman, grown man music. You know what I'm saying? This is music made for people that like like a woman that still wears a slip type music. Like it grown and sexy. You know what I'm saying? And it has been what 10 years since she has dropped the album. 10 years since she's dropped anything. I think yeah, back in 2016 was the last thing that she dropped. And listening to the songs, I'm like, oh, am I old enough to listen to this? But I love her take on music. She has this very sensual like aura to her. You know what I'm saying? It is her music has like it's very hard to explain, but her music can make a grown man blush. You know what I mean? Like she's one of those type of people. I believe in mythology they're called sirens. I fully believe that she's a siren. And a lot of people would disagree with me, like, oh, she a big girl. I don't know. Shut up. First off, yeah, we ain't not even gonna talk about that. Because me, I would defend a big girl. I would defend the big girl till the death. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm talking about like her music resonates with me. Cause I'm team she ain't a lady if she ain't 180. And I'm team do something, do something. Know what I'm saying? So I listening to her album, it resonates with me because she makes music for grown folk. She makes music for grown and sexy. There's a difference between sexy and then grown and sexy. Jill Scott makes grown and sexy music. Like that's her whole MO. So like if y'all ever get a chance to listen to it, please check it out, bro. It now if you one of them people that are like very vanilla, you know what I'm saying? If you one of them vanilla people, don't listen to the don't listen to the music because Jill ain't vanilla. They ain't nothing vanilla about it. Y'all seen her on the stage a couple years back with the microphone. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know. And for me, that's one of my that's one of them ones. You know what I'm saying? That's one of them ones. I have a few of them ones. Don't gotta kiss the ring for that one. But yeah, she one of the ones. She one of the ones. You gotta respect how long she's been in like doing this type of music and been in the industry. Ever like even back when the living my life like it's gold and like she's been killing it. She's been like this. And I'm glad that to still see that she's like doing her absolute thing when it comes to R&B music because she's still up there for me. A lot of people think that like neo soul is just one of them old genres and things like that, but nah, neo soul still here, my guy. And a lot of people need that. I know y'all tired. Y'all got to be tired of the young boys. Y'all got to be tired of the Chuckies and like you got to be tired of it. You can't have that all the time. Like you can have it sometimes, but you can't have like music like that. Or you can't have drill music all the time. You got to slow it down a little bit. And then and when I say slow it down, like yeah, you can get some of that like slow new R&B, but then there's you also got to slide in that slow soulful R&B. You know what I'm saying? That it ain't old school yet, but you know what I'm saying? You got to get some of that music soul child. You got to get some of that D'Angelo, RP to my boy too. You got to get people like that. Jill Scott. There ain't nothing wrong with little Kelly Price. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong with a little Maxwell. Ain't nothing wrong with a little ain't nothing wrong with it. Like we gotta let's bring that type of R&B back. Let's bring that type of R&B back. And I next episode, matter of fact, I'm a give y'all a list of R&B singers that you need to listen to very, very soon because, hey, man, we got to show more love and stop with the animosity with each other. This I do like me some drill sometimes, but sometimes you got to slow it down. Be sensual. Be you know what I'm saying? You got to mix it in a little bit. But anyway, this has been a good pod, man. I'm so glad that y'all are still rocking with me, still listening to the pod. I know it was a long it was a long break, but I'm so happy that we're back, and I thank God that you guys are still with me, and we are going to do more and more things. There's also going to be artists and entrepreneurs that's going to be on this show too. I got a few guests lined up, so it's going to be a little treat for y'all. Y'all gonna like it. Also, there's going to be something coming up in April. I cannot talk about it right now. But just so y'all know, it's going to be something big, you know what I'm saying? And it's going to be big for the Hood Adjacent podcast, and I hope y'all still rocking with me when we do it, you know what I'm saying? But I can't really get into it yet. Not yet. But we'll get into it soon. Anyway, this has been another episode of the Hood Adjacent podcast. Shout out G's Creative Creations. If you want quality merch, quality branding, things like that, hit up gscreativecreation.com. Also, shout out my boy Ace at For The Record Podcast. Shouts out Taisha Lachey and Why Not Jay at Pretty Inclined Podcast. This has been another episode of the Hood Adjacent Podcast. It's your boy RAYMO and D, but you can call me Ray 3 Beats, and we are out.